What's up, everybody? My name is Patrick Weeks. I am the founder and CEO of Sons of Azrael Entertainment. You guys have probably seen some of our flyers going around for like open auditions and stuff for our very first concert show that we have coming up in this upcoming summer, July 15th. Keep your eyes out for that. We got our Facebook page going on. We have an unofficial website that we have up right now. You can just go to our Facebook page, Sons of Azrael Entertainment. Just check us out there. The link to that is in our description. Um, but yeah, I just want to come to you guys today and give you some more information about Sons of Azrael Entertainment. Forgive me in the way I sound. I may sound a little nasally. I have a cold going on here, a little something or whatever. Um, but yeah, pretty much what Sons of Azrael Entertainment is, or at least what I'm aiming for it to be, is pardon me, what I'm aiming for it to be is just like a company that could set up a platform for young artists, not just music, not just physical like drawing and stuff, and studio art stuff like that, but for anything entertainment, at all, whether it be, comedy, we'll try to help you get your comedy career, started up, or whether it be acting, we have a film production department, which, we're working on that. So we have, actual directors and producers and people that, wanna get their ideas out there too, script writers, screenwriters, young people that, have ideas that you know they have the ability, have the camera, they have the equipment to to get things done, and they have a script. It's just that they just need actors. So we're trying to help actors get out there, young film producers get out there, even models. If people are interested in getting into modeling, male modeling, female modeling, anything. And with modeling comes photography. Anyone who wants to get into, professional photography, we'll help them out too. Get them out there, put that out there. It's just we're really out there to help, those who have talent, are talented, or even though those people who just want to, you know, learn something. They just want to learn a new trade, learn a new skill, and that way we, help them and we connect them with other people who are looking to, kind of do the same thing, or people who have already done that and are already, following that career path or, going on through that, and our biggest thing is hard work too. We like working with people that are going to work hard for what they want and are passionate about what they want to do. So with that, we'll easily pay for half or even maybe all, of their experience, of them going to do this. Music artists going will pay for like half or to all of their studio time. You know what I mean? But the point is, you have to be willing to meet us halfway. You have to be willing to put in some of your own sweat, blood, tears, and money to make sure that your dream comes true. Because there's a lot of, there are a lot of companies out there like, oh, we'll help you, and they like pay for the whole ride. But at the end of the day, it's like, what is that person learning? They're not really learning the entire industry. They're just learning that they're one side. They're not learning, what connections you got to go through to get to this, what you have to do that and do this to be able to make it on their own, so that in the end they're always constantly, have to be reliant and and dependent on that bigger company. Our thing is we want our people to the people that work with us to eventually branch out onto their own and get their own thing going on, or if they so wish to work underneath a bigger company, you know what I mean? But the whole point is to give them that platform to get out there, whether on their own or underneath a bigger umbrella. And that's just what we're here for. We're primarily based in Schenectady, New York. And which is why I was born and raised here in Schenectady, New York. So I have like a patriotism, so to speak, to the city. Not a lot of people like it because of the bad reputation it has. The guns, the violence, the drugs, the corruption, so on and so forth. And those are all things that are, very prevalent, or very, very true, that are a part of the city, or things that happen in the city. I can't deny that, but you know, the city is more than what people see on the news. This city is more than what people hear through this friend or that friend, or through a guy who knows a guy who heard a guy who knows about a guy who got robbed or shot or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's more than that. Schenectady has a long history, a really long, powerful, innovative history, and not a lot of people know that. I do. My biggest thing is I want to try to bring that creativity and that, innovation, and I want to bring that back and revive that. There's so much talent here. There's so much passion here. There's so many people who are willing to, work hard at something and learn something new here. And those are the people that I feel need to be brought into light, because with that, that's gonna show other people who may not necessarily be doing the right thing, may not necessarily be in the right place, in their lives, but seeing people that are willing to work hard and are willing to do this and do that for what they want, and for other people to see them making it, that's going to give them hope. So that they're like, oh, well, they can do it, why can't I? I can do it too. And there's this whole crab in a bucket syndrome or theory going on where, you see one person getting ahead of you, and your first instinct is nah, I can't have that. If they do better than me, then that means I can't move forward. And that's the complete wrong mentality. If that person's moving forward, so can you. You know what I mean? Everybody can be like, oh, there's certain circumstances, yada yada yada. But at the end of the day, why are you not working to get, to change your circumstances? Circumstances are all circumstantial. They're not permanent. You can change that. You can, if you're in a bad neighborhood, you can move out of that neighborhood, or you can work hard enough, save enough money to move out of that neighborhood. If you're in, not the best lifestyle, if you're out there selling drugs, this and that, you don't necessarily have to. You could work. You can pick up more hours at your job, work a little harder, get a little extra money, pick up 2 jobs if need be. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of other things that you need to do. Now, I understand that, sometimes you have to do what you have to do in that circumstance. But the whole point is change your circumstance to get out of that, that state of mind, that closed state of mind that this is my life, this is how it has always been, this is how it always will. So I want to help other people who don't have that mindset, the people that want to break out, the people that want to climb the ladder, the people that want to get out there. I want to help them get out there. So in turn, I could turn around to the rest of the people that are within my city. And yes, I call it my city because, yet again, like I said, I was born and raised here in Schenectady, New York. The 518. I wanna turn to them and be like, well, hey, listen, if they doing it, and they was in the same, predicament, same circumstance, same position you was in, what's your excuse? They coming from the same place you coming from. They was doing the same thing you doing. What makes you think that you can't do what they doing? Put in the work, put in the blood, sweat, and tears, put in the grind time, the same amount of time you out there, on the block or on a corner selling drugs, this and that. It's the same amount of time that you can be sitting down with a pad and a pen working on your rhyme skills, working on your music, or the same amount of time you can be sitting there, grinding, putting in money and working behind the camera, working on your camera, trying to, connect and network with other people to figure out how to do this, how to do that. The same amount of time and hard, blood, sweat, and tears that you put into your everyday life of, selling drugs or, doing crimes, whatever you do, same amount of time, you can take that and flip it and take that time and make it into something positive, something productive to help you out, to make it so that you are not, you don't have to depend on anybody else. You don't have to depend on the system, because at the end of the day, the system's not going to get you further. This system is going to have you staying exactly where you are and have you in that perpetual cycle of, I got to do, I got to break the law in order to get ahead in life, or I got to, do this or that, this and that. When in actuality, that's not what you have to do. And that's just going to keep you in this, this place of negativity, this place where you're not going to be able to go anywhere. You're not going to be able to do anything. And you're going to be stuck in your house, on your butt, feeling sorry for yourself, being upset and feeling and regretting that, I never done this or I never done that. You know what I mean? I'm here to try to help people break out of that mind state and realize that you don't always have to necessarily live paycheck to paycheck. You don't always have to, necessarily work a 9-to-5 job for a boss that you don't even like. That you can make a living off of doing what you love. And it's not gonna come easy. Of course, it's not gonna come easy. Nothing good ever comes easy. You know what I mean? So this is just my mentality, my state of mind. The reason why I'm pushing forward and pushing so hard to really try to get Sons of Azrael Entertainment out there. We want to bring the light to the city. We want people to step into, like, bring the limelight and bring the spotlight to people that want it. And also to the people that deserve it. Because you can want or you can deserve whatever. Bring it to the people that want it and people that deserve it. Whatever. The point is, we're trying to bring it to you. You got a talent, you sing, you dance. We also do dance videos and put dancers out there too. Me and my partner Jack Brendow, he's also been, helping me out. Me and him both have been putting together ideas about, getting people together, taking a trip down to the city to do amateur night at the Apollo one Wednesday. You know what I mean? See what goes from there. We're really working on getting people out there. Trying to help them out. But no, more so try to help them help themselves out. I'm not talking about, oh, this is a charity case or whatever, yada yada. It's not. It's just goodwill. Seeing someone's potential and trying to help them unlock it all. Put it all out there. You can dance? Great. Alright, let's put you on camera and let's put the video all the way out there. Dance your heart out. Do what you love. That's all this is about. Because I'm the kind of guy that I don't do anything that I don't like to do. If I'm not loving what I'm doing, I ain't doing it. I'm just not gonna do it. That may not necessarily be, the right mindset to get through life, but that's just me. I feel like at every moment in your life, you should be doing something that you love, or at least, working on something to get you to be, to the point where you can be doing what you love to do. You know what I mean? At least have that in, like, be in that range. May not be exactly what you love to do, but it's something that's going to get you there. And that's all we are trying to do. That's all we want to do. And so, at this point, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna get people out there. Right now, the artists that, the music artists, because right now, we're focusing on our music department right now, because of course, you can't just throw everything together at once. You got to build slowly. So right now, the most, prominent, thing where we, our audience, or even then just like the people around us, is music. So we're working on the music department first, and these guys that we're working with, they're pretty good. You know what I mean? And they've come a long way within, I say, a little under a year. We've been working with them for, like I said, a little under a year, and these are people that were just, writing, not even really spitting too much, just writing, had no music recorded whatsoever, had never stepped foot in a studio whatsoever, you know. But we started working with them, and I have a little bit of background in music. Me myself personally, I like to do music. I like to write, I like to record. My uncle is a very established and very accomplished DJ, music producer, and hip hop artist himself. Same thing with my father. He's really big into the music scene and the DJ scene. With that alone, and we just have a lot of friends, and a lot of people here in the city that even then that we went to school with, that we know, that are really into music. So we have, and I personally have a lot of music connections within the local music group, and also to the point of getting out there, getting bigger, you know. So that's just something that I can bring to the table for these guys, and these guys have improved so much. I've brought them to my uncle's studio, and even he was impressed. Now this dude, he's an old school DJ, disc jockey. You know what I'm saying? From the heart of hip hop kind of person. The fundamentals of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? That kind of hip hop. And when he looks at one of my artists, is like, you know what? I wish more people can get into the booth here and do what you're doing, and get in here and bang out their music, knock their music out, and know their music as much as when he sits down and tells my our artist this, is like, yo, that's saying something, because these kids, like I said, not even kids, they're not kids. We're not just doing this for kids. We're doing this for adults too, older people that wanna that wanna get into something, that wanna do something. The people that we're working with, they're 21 to honestly ranging all the way up to like 25, 27. Yeah, around there. They have their lives going already. And these guys, to have come so far in such little time, the flows are coming correct, or even getting more so correct. The music content, everything, the way they work with the beat, pretty much, they're just they've improved a lot. And like I said, that's just the music department that we're working on right now. One of the people that we're working with, he goes by SOS the Weapon, or Pastry Bully. He's a guy who's been at it for a good while now. He has about 6 CDs out in general. Now that's counting albums and mixtapes altogether. About 6 or 7 altogether. And so he knows the ins and outs, and it's like, and he just dropped a mixtape recently, called Pastry Bully. He even has his own company going on too, Cartel Productions Empire, CPE. He's doing his thing, and we're learning as much as the people that we're working with are learning. All right, this is a giant learning experience for everyone, bringing everybody together. If somebody was to come to us like, hey, listen, I'm really into this, could you help me out? If we have no clue how to do it, best believe, go, listen here, let me take down your number, let me take down your information, here's our information, and let us get back to you. And we're gonna go home, we're gonna get on our computers, we're gonna sit down, me and Jack, we're gonna put our heads together, and we're gonna learn. We're gonna figure out, what are the specific things that a person, doing whatever that person wants to do, What are the things that they need in order to be successful, in order to get out there? What are the media platforms that they need? What are the social platforms that they need? What are the social media, whatever, stuff like that? All the things that this person would need. And once we learn that content, listen, we can set you up with this guy, we can set you up with that guy, or we can do this setup, blah blah blah, so on and so forth. We do the promotion for these guys. Whether, like I said, everything. Flyers, T-shirts. We're working on trying to get a clothing line started at some point in time. You know what I'm saying? Just we do everything. Do like I said. Flyers, T-shirts, hats, gloves, pants, you name it. You know what I mean? We do the logo designer for these guys. We're working on getting their copyrights together right now. So we're really pushing hard for these guys right now. And that's what we want to do for the entire city, for all of Schenectady, for all the 518. It's to the point that we've come to call the 518 the foe, FOE. F stands for 5, the O stands for 1, the E stands for 8, FOE, the foe. And more so, it's just because, like I said in the very beginning, everybody sees us as the bad guy. Everybody sees we're this or we're that. People are afraid to even come in our city after a certain time of night. And that's and it's just people are afraid of the city of Schenectady. People are afraid of the 518. People are afraid of the foe. They see us as the foe, as the enemy. Everybody does. Every other city in the capital district, Tri-City area, whatever you want to call it, in upstate New York. There's even people that have never even heard of us, though. There's people that never even heard of us. And that's something that we're also looking to fix, too. Because, that's not cool. With all the stuff that's been going on and everything, and you have never heard of Schenectady, New York. You heard of Albany, New York, but you ain't heard of Schenectady, New York. And Schenectady is literally less than an hour bus ride away from Albany, and a 30-minute, even then, less than 30-minute, car ride away from Albany. That's bonkers. That's crazy. I'm not cool with that. The people I'm working with, we ain't cool with that. You know what I'm saying? So we're here to really break that, to get rid of that. Everybody's gonna know our name for the positive reasons, not the negative reasons, not because of the drugs, guns, whatever, not because of the negativity, but because of all the positive stuff that is gonna start coming out of this city. I want Schenectady to become an innovative and creative nexus. Not just people come from this place and that place, come to Schenectady to try to make it better. No, I want people to come from Schenectady and go out to other places to make other places better. I want to breed innovation here. I want all the next generation of children to grow up thinking and knowing that they can do whatever they want to do in life. They want to be a biomechanical engineer, or anything crazy outlandish along those lines. They want to be a computer engineer, or anything like that. Not just entertainment, but anything at all. They not just the stereotypical, doctor, firefighter, cop, lawyer, not just that, but no, really out there kind of things that really take a lot of skill, a lot of, learning, a lot of education, a lot of, just a lot of hard work. I want the next generation, of people coming out of Schenectady to know that they can be whatever they want to be, and that their dreams are going to be always supported by somebody, by anybody in the city, and that they will always have an outlet, that they will always have a platform to stand on in whatever they choose to do. You know what I'm saying? It just really confounds me, because Schenectady is home of GE, General Electric, the one place that provides light and electricity to pretty much the entire capital region. You know what I'm saying? The one one thing that started, that really kicked Schenectady in the butt and jump started it into this, into what I call its innovative revolution in the early 1900s. You know, and that's what I want people to know, that's why we are here. That's why we are doing what we are doing right now, and why we are trying so hard, and why I'm willing to put my own money into this, and willing to put my own money into these artists. And I call them artists no matter what they are, no matter actor, singer, dancer, model, photographer, whatever. You're an artist, or at least you're well on your way to become an artist, to become one of the best in your craft. You know, I'm be honest with you. I'm still young. I'm still young. I'm only 22, going on 23 at this moment in time, and it's like it's 2017, guys. If you're not getting up and getting out and trying to get your own and build your own and do your own thing and have your own, speaking as company wise, business wise, job wise, house wise, everything. If you're not trying to have your own, you're failing. You're not doing it right. You're not living life right. That's just my outlook on it. This day and age, with the person that we have sitting in the White House right now, you know, as much as a lot of people don't like him, one thing that I can say is he certainly does show that you can do whatever you want to do and be whoever you want to be if you want it. If you want it bad enough and you have enough people on your side, you can be whatever you want. You can be the president of the United States. That's one thing I will always say about our current, president, is that he does definitely show that much. And I want people to know that 2017 has to be the year that people start thinking with their own minds and going for their own things, and no longer being dependent on anybody else but themselves. Because at the end of the day, if you have your own, you can't. If something goes wrong, you can't blame anybody else but yourself. So that cuts out the middleman, cuts out anyone else. You know what they say: if you need something done right, do it yourself, right? That's in a good part true. Get your own, have your own. 2017. If you're not going for your own at this point, you don't need to have your own at this point. As long as you're working towards your own, you wake up in the morning, go to whatever 9 to 5 crappy job you have, or whatever. Even if you like the job, the point is, as long as you wake up, do what you need to do in order to have your own at some point in the future. And I'm not talking 20, 30 years down the line. I'm talking more like 10 to 15 years down the line. Because at this point, if you're at my age, about to be 23, I feel you should be looking down the line of like, all right, I need to have my own by at least 35. I need to be moved out of mommy and daddy's house, by at least 25. Get my own, do it my own, on your own path, finding yourself, finding your own way, finding your own path into life, and truly becoming what you were meant to be, and embracing all of you and all that your life has laid out for you. Taking everything that you ever felt when you were young or growing up, taking all that and putting that in to what you have going on, to into your future, doing what you want, doing what makes you happy, doing what is intended for you to do in life. And that's why SOA Ent is here. That's why Sons of Azrael Entertainment is here. That's why I'm pushing for this movement. I'm calling it a movement because that's what I want it to be. I want it to be a movement, something to change something, to change the way people in this city think, to change the way people in this city act. Not by force, not by saying this is what you need to do, by putting it in their minds like, listen, you don't really need to do this, right? Suggestions, allowing them to make up their own mind, allowing them to see that, maybe what I'm doing right now isn't necessarily the best way I could be going about my life. Maybe there's something better. Maybe, there is something better. Maybe I can be making the most of my life right now, doing things in a different way that's gonna get me more out of my life, more satisfaction, more fulfillment, more money, more whatever. Just doing more, going for more, wanting more, being given more, not taking more, but working for more. You know what I'm saying? That's honestly, I don't really know what else, what more to say. That's just the biggest thing. The main point is Sons of Azrael Entertainment is here to help young people, old people, help the people find a way to make a living off of doing something that makes them happy, to help Schenectady find a better way, of progression, to help the city and the people become better and do something better. And, in turn, help people make a little more money while they're at it. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing wrong with making a little bit of money while you do something good. It's not always 100% for the money. As long as you love what you're doing, do what you do. But ain't nothing wrong with making a little bit of money while you do it. That's another thing. SOA Ent make sure that, the artists that are signed to us, the people that are assigned to us, make money off of their hard work. And it is solely based on their hard work. And our contract says that they make 90%. They will get 90% of their total revenue for that entire month. So if they're selling shirts and stuff, now, like, when it comes to, music, it's gonna be a little different because of the copyrights, the way the copyrights work. But that's for another time. With t-shirts, hats, merchandise, or so notebooks, pencils, pens, whatever, stuff like that. Stuff like that, 90% of that goes to them at the end of the month. So however hard they work, however hard they work to put themselves out there and promote themselves, as much as we're promoting them, as hard as they're working to promote themselves, they get 90% of everything they make. 10% goes into the company. Well, 9% goes into the company, and administration splits that remaining 1%. We make sure that our people know that we are for them. SOA Ent, I believe you heard the saying before, for the people, by the people. We are everyday people trying to help other everyday people, get through everyday life, to get to a higher level in life. So everyday life becomes, not everyday life, something more exciting, something, different, something better. So, I'm going to close this out right now. Yet again, my name is Patrick Weeks. I'm the founder and CEO of Sons of Azrael Entertainment. We're based out of Schenectady, New York, the 518, aka the Foe. And y'all keep an eye out for us. Go to our YouTube page, check out some of our videos. Yet again, Sons of Azrael Entertainment. Azrael spelled Azrael. On everything. Twitter is SOA Ent. Yeah, so, my fault. No. Yeah, Twitter is, Sons of Azrael Ent or SOA Ent. And it's just look us up. We're gonna be there. Um, look us up on Facebook, Sons of Azrael Entertainment. Any social media you can find. We're about to be on there. We're about to be on there. Um, so yeah. Yet again, if you listen to this, thank you. If you gotten this far, thank you for taking the time out and listening to me ramble on about my own ideals and everything that's going on. Thank you for taking the time out, and please, take a look at where our stuff is and support us. Same way we're looking to support the rest of our city, support us. We support you. We all work together to get to a higher place. So, thank you, and catch you guys next time.